Morning, y'all. Last year I got a coupon in my email for Saltwater Assassin. I love these little Saltwater Assassins. I use them paddle tails. But if you bought $100 worth of stuff, they would give you half off and free shipping. So I bought a bunch last year. Well, this year I got the same coupon, and I bought a few colors that I haven't tried before. And I came across this one. It's opening night with a lime truce tail. Last weekend I used this, and I caught quite a few fish with it. Did almost as good, or probably as good as my favorite chicken on a chain. I'm going to include a link to that fishing trip, and if you'll run it up to about 15 minutes and 22 seconds, you'll see where I switched lures and see what I caught with it. It's really great. In wintertime, I like a bigger bait, and this is my mole as compared to Saltwater Assassin. So you can see there's a good bit of difference in size. I like a bigger bait in the wintertime. So I'm going to try to replicate that color. So it's a light purplish lavender kind of color with a clear bottom with flakes in it. So the flakes in it, I'm going to use this silver hologram I get from Lure Works. The size on it is 0.062 by 0.015, and it's string, and it's hologram. Let me see if you can catch a glimpse of the hologram in the light. This is going to be an easy one to make. The color I'm going to use is the closest thing I'm going to have to that color, and it's not going to take but just a little bit. It's Dead On Plastics Purple Rain. I think it'll just take a drop to get to that color, because that's not a lot of color. And I'm going to paint the tail instead of making a separate tail in the mold and cutting them off and putting them together. I like the painted tails better, and I'm using the Spike It Warm paint unscented, and this is just chartreuse. I'm not going to put any green with it. I'm just going to leave it as is. In case you want to buy what I was using in the video from last weekend, it's the Sea Shad, and there it is right there. You can maybe see the colors in the package, but I think they're like $4.75 for 10. Again, still using Dead On Plastics. I've had real good luck with it, and I'm using the Crawl, which is just a little heavier than a regular worm, and it's less tough than the saltwater edition. The saltwater stuff is too tough. This stuff holds up very well. I can fish almost all day long with one bait if I stay with the same color with this stuff. I'm using since I'm going to be using dual colors, you got to have a separator and an injector, so this is an injector. Well, it's not the injector, it's the splitter for the injector, so you can combine the two. A dual injector. You suck it up in there and put it in here, and then it goes into my mold. Again, I've had really good luck with this mold. I like aluminum molds better than I do fiber molds. This is actually a nice mold here. You got to oil it, and it sticks. It's single. It's hard. I don't like messing with it. Since I don't know what colors I'm going to use, I'm going to start off making a small amount. So I'm going to do a half a cup of each color. last night we had a major cold front blow through. So definitely gonna knock the fishing down for a day. Haven't got to do a lot of fishing here lately. This life has gotten in the way so many times. Alright, we got it warmed up. We're going to go and put 2 drops in and see how that looks. Hopefully it's not too much. And we're not going to do anything to this one other than just give it a stir. It's hard to get this stuff in the winter time heated up good. You got to take it out and stir it up, get it mixed up. I may have to put this in a vacuum chamber because I got a little bubble in it right now. But that's not a big deal. I need to mark, since I'm doing dual colors, I need to mark on my mold which side is the back, so we know which end to inject. So this is the back. You'll see what I'm talking about in a minute. Because sometimes, I get them wrong, so then everything is backwards on the color. Just starting to warm up nicely too in the heater down here. Definitely need some gloves because this stuff does get very hot. Today I'm going to use this glitter on the bottom. Remember, we're trying to get to that, and there's nothing in the top. It's just glitter in the bottom. There's a little blue glitter left in that. Oh, that purple's looking good. I think I got that color. It's close. I am. I'm gonna need to get the bubbles out of this. So, I'll show you what I'm doing here in just a second. Let me grab the camera so you can see. Have a vacuum pump, a little vacuum chamber, and you set this on top. Turn it on. And then it goes to town pulling the bubbles out. Kind of hard to see with that lens, but you can see all the bubbles coming to the top. And I let the air out. Suck them out one more time. All right, set this back up. hot enough too, so let's go and get our glitter in the bottom. Ouch, that is very hot. See how that looks. Not enough. Let's put a little more. Double. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Throw it back on that. Give this a little stir here. And me being very unprepared today, there, so let's do this, switch these around. Alright, suck it up. Come over here, and I should have my gloves on, and I don't. Paying for that now. A lot of times the first one in the winter time is tough because it's cold, so I didn't get all 4 of them in there that time. Alright, let's see what the first pour looks like. Hot diggity! Would you look at that? Hot dog. That's exactly what I was looking for. Hot dog. Oh, this one got some air bubbles in it, in the head. It won't hold, so I'll toss that. That turned out really nice. Let's compare it. It's not quite the same color as, I think the color is a little more blue, but I think that light color purple will do just fine. We'll make several batches today, but it's a new color for me, and I think we got this dude matched up. I think we found the perfect color. Sir. Here we go. I'll pour the blue in, bluish purple. You can't see in what I'm doing, but you got to have room to put those nozzles on the end, so you can't fill it all the way to the top. That's why I always leave a little bit of room. So now I suck it down and I can put these nozzles in and not have to worry about getting burnt. So now we're going to take it all the way to the top. So like, alright, here we go. This pour should be a lot better. Still cold mold. Yeah. Stuff is really, when it's cold, doesn't work as well. I much prefer to do this when it's cool, as opposed to being August and sweating like crazy in the garage, because you definitely don't want to do this in the house. Let's see how close we got this time. Yeah, man, I think we got it. I think we got the color we was looking for. I'll let you guys decide that in a second. Alright. Hot dog, I think we've gotten close. And look at that. What we're doing now is I'm hanging these on the tree. We'll do a little tail painting here in a second. It's not real hard to do. It just takes a little time. There we go. All right. We're going to use this Spike It Warm Paint unscented chartreuse. String down here. It probably needs to be out of the way. Alright, there we go. Alright, so all we do is just dunk it. If I want them real bright, I will paint the tails white first. Since I don't, it's going to be a clear water bait, I don't need them real bright. So I'll probably just, I don't know, see what we do on the next batch. See how these turn out. Know that I'm going to need to, as light as this is, I think that's probably enough. See what they look like when they dry. Drip dry. Don't that look pretty? These darker ones, I think I'll paint them white. And then do the tail for a much brighter day. This will be a clear water, cloudier day right there. That's what I'm going to do. So this next batch I'll paint them white, and you'll see what the difference is in the tail. Not that it's rocket science or anything. I'm just hanging up these darker ones. We're going to paint white first. We're going to make the tail pop. And you can see the difference when I do it. Get a couple more on there. Now we're going to do these guys white. This paint might be a little old. It's messy. Might have to call off this white paint. It's too old. I have to order some more white paint. Let's put the touch of green on and see how this pops out. I guess I should have showed you guys this a little better. Wasn't thinking. That's after put the see how much brighter that is. Used to paint it white first, and then the chartreuse tail. It turned out pretty good. So my whole goal of this video was to make this. I've had really good luck with this. Here's my rendition. I think it's a pretty good match. So, like I said, last week I was fishing and went to throwing these because we had some pretty clear water. And I'm going to tell you, I tore it up. So if you'll look at, I'll put a link to this video. at 1522 on the video that I'm going to put the link to. You can see where I switched over to this lure and then see the nice fish I caught with it. Also made some chicken on the chain while I was at it. It's still my favorite lure. It's a little bigger. Again, I like the little bigger lure in the wintertime. As you can see, it's considerably bigger. You can toss them a lot farther too. So I made two different tails in this one. A darker tail and a lighter tail. Darker clouds, brighter sunshine. Clouds, sunshine. Somewhat clear water though. Hope you liked the video. If you did, please like, subscribe. And if you have suggestions on what you'd like me to make, give me the color, who makes it, I'll go find it. And I'll make some. Always nice trying new colors. I mean, if I wouldn't have tried this color, never would have known it. But it was a good color. Have a great day.